Man, I had this whole joke about how I was gonna cry, but that's toast. Anyway. So we were asked essentially three things. The first two being, what is something that you learned, or what did Apple give you, and what was your favorite experience? And those two go hand in hand for me. My name's Jackson. Might have forgotten that a little early on. But at this point, I feel like a lot of my identity is my speaking, right? So I host a lot of events, and that's sort of a part of my identity now. And that all stems from one class, one unit, and really one person. Andrea, I'm looking at you. Giving that speech in freshman year, I remember walking out into the center of I-5 and just being a wreck. I was, struggling from my lines and didn't know what to do with my hands. I still don't. But I walked out in front of all my now best friends, and I gave that speech, and instantly I knew that I wanted to do that the rest of my life. I absolutely fell in love with it. I'm rambling, so I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna say next. Oh yeah, so the really hard part. So yeah, I learned that I love public speaking. I love just being a leader, all the stuff that Apple stands for, metaphorically and literally, AAPLE. So now I want to, I'm shaking. I want to thank my family. And my mom and dad are here, but in this room, I feel like there's a lot more family than just you guys. Not to downplay y'all or anything, but I want to first take a special moment to thank my best friend in the whole world, Chris. You've been there for me since literally before I can remember, through thick and thin, so you're like the brother I never had, so thank you. So, Mom, Dad, Dad, you gave me my Einsteinian weird looks and my Einsteinian brains. Mom, you're brilliant and wonderful in every sense of the words, and you taught me how to work hard and set goals and go out and, you taught me how to set goals for myself or make dreams and then go out and beat it with a stick and drag it back home behind me. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. You guys have always been just so supportive. I came into high school and I wanted to be a musician, and you guys didn't even grimace when I said that, knowing that it's extremely hard to do that in life. And you supported me, and you took me to my gigs, and you helped me save up money for new gear. You were always there for me. And then towards the end of my high school career, when I decided that I wanted to be an astrophysicist, you were right there behind me as well. So thank you for that. But also, you guys, I know what I've put you through is really hard. You've always had to support me in all my crazy endeavors, but right now, and I'm sure all the parents in the room will agree, right now is the hardest job you guys have, and that's letting go. And I don't want to get too sentimental, but in order for us to fly, you need to push us out of the nest. And I know that for the next 4 years, my nest is only going to be 15 miles away. But I'm growing more and more accustomed to that idea. And I'm so glad to have you guys in my life. I love you so much. And lastly, I've spent so much of my life looking in my past, thinking about things I could have or done over, things that I could have improved my life and improved experiences, while you guys were always looking ahead of me, thinking, what can we do next to help him? What can we do to make his life better, being the most selfless people I know? And I feel like right now, I'm actually catching up to you guys and looking forward to the future for possibly the first time in my life. So thank you for leading me and helping me become the man I am today.